Here is your full, long, emotional 40-minute YouTube-style story with a gripping hook, smooth pacing, and a powerful message. Plain paragraphs, no headings, exactly as you asked. A man who gives up his own chance just to help a stranger, does he win or lose in life? That's what people argued about when they saw Daniel standing in the rain, holding his sleeping daughter while his future slipped away. But what no one knew was that the stranger he helped that morning wasn't just anybody, she was the CEO who would soon flip his fate upside down. Before we begin, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and watch till the end, because the twist will hit you straight in the heart. Daniel Reed was a poor single dad, doing everything he could to raise his 7-year-old daughter Lily after losing his wife to an unexpected illness 2 years ago. He worked part-time at a repair shop, picked up night shifts at a local diner, and slept barely 4 hours most days. What kept him going was Lily's smile, soft, bright, and full of trust that her dad would always find a way. But the bills were growing, the landlord had given a final warning, and Daniel knew one thing: if he didn't land a stable job soon, they were going to lose their home. That's why the day of the interview meant everything. It wasn't just a job, it was their lifeline. A reputable tech company was hiring customer support staff, and though Daniel wasn't academically qualified, he had experience, passion, and a heart that refused to give up. He woke up early, ironed his only dress shirt 3 times, and tied his worn-out shoes carefully so Lily wouldn't notice how old they had become. He couldn't afford a babysitter, so he prepared her small pink backpack, held her hand, and left for the bus station. It was raining heavily, the kind of rain that makes the day feel heavier for people who are already struggling. The bus was late, Daniel's shirt was damp, and Lily shivered against his side. But he kept whispering, "Just a little longer, princess. Today is our day." She nodded, trusting him completely. As they reached the busy street where the company was located, Daniel checked his watch. He was 10 minutes early. For the first time in months, hope felt real. But fate didn't wait for permission. Just as they crossed towards the office building, a loud screech cut through the rain. A car swerved and crashed into a pole. A woman stumbled out, trying to stand but collapsing instantly. People passed by, umbrellas up, rushing to work, unwilling to get involved. Daniel didn't think twice. He handed Lily his jacket, told her to stand under the shed, and ran towards the woman. She was bleeding from her forehead, shivering, and gasping for breath. "Ma'am, can you hear me?" Daniel asked, placing his hand gently behind her back. Her lips trembled. My phone, I can't breathe." "It's okay. I'm here," he said, steady voice hiding his panic. Minutes passed like hours. The ambulance was delayed due to the storm. Daniel removed his own shirt, pressing it against her wound to stop the bleeding. He let the rain drench him completely, prioritizing her safety over everything, over his interview, over his entire future. By the time the ambulance finally arrived, he was 22 minutes late. He carried Lily inside the building, hair dripping, clothes soaked, breathing hard. The receptionist looked at him with annoyance and said the interviewer had already left. No second chances. No explanation accepted. "Sir, we follow schedules strictly. You should come on time." Her voice was cold, dismissive. Daniel felt his strength collapse. He held Lily close, whispering, "It's okay. Daddy will find another chance." But deep inside, his hope shattered. That job could have changed everything. He left the building quietly, feeling like the entire world was punishing him for having a good heart. 2 days passed. Nothing improved. The landlord slipped a final eviction notice under the door. Daniel skipped meals to feed Lily, sold the last of his tools, and still couldn't catch a break. But every night, Lily hugged him and whispered, "Daddy, you're a hero." Heroes never give up. On the 3rd afternoon, as they were packing their few belongings, someone knocked on the door. Daniel opened it cautiously, and froze. It was the woman from the accident. But now she stood tall, confident, dressed in an elegant suit. Clean, composed, and holding a file in her hand. "You," Daniel whispered, shocked. "Are you okay now?" She smiled warmly. "More than okay. May I come in?" Daniel nodded, embarrassed by the half-packed boxes, the small room, the broken furniture. She walked in slowly, studying everything with eyes that softened at the reality of his life. "My name is Olivia Hart," she said gently. "The woman you helped. And I found out what it cost you." Daniel lowered his eyes. You don't owe me anything, ma'am. I did what anyone should. No, she replied firmly. Not everyone would have stopped. Not in this world. She paused. I learned you missed your interview because of me. Daniel tried to smile. It's okay. I'll find another job eventually. Olivia placed the file on the table. Actually, I'm the CEO of Heartline Technologies. Daniel blinked in disbelief. Lily whispered, Daddy, is she a boss? Olivia knelt to Lily's level. Sweetheart, I'm a very big boss. Then she turned to Daniel. I've seen many resumes. Many people with shiny degrees and polished experiences. But none of them showed the level of humanity you did that day. I need people in my company who have a heart, as much as they have skills. Daniel was speechless. I want to offer you a position, she continued. Full-time, stable salary, benefits, a home relocation allowance, and training to help you grow in the company. Daniel's eyes filled instantly. He shook his head, overwhelmed. Ma'am, I don't deserve this. There are people smarter than me, more qualified. Olivia stepped closer. But none braver, none kinder, and none who risked everything to save a stranger's life. Her voice turned soft. Let me change yours now. Lily hugged her dad's leg. Daddy, you got the job. You got the job. For the first time in years, Daniel let himself cry, not from pain, but from relief. From gratitude. From the realization that kindness, even when it costs you everything, always finds its way back. Weeks turned into months. Daniel excelled at his job. He moved into a better apartment. Lily got into a good school. And every morning, he entered the office not as a poor, struggling father, but as the man who saved the CEO, and in return, found a life he had only dreamed of.